food, clothing, water, and the want of all things, we got to go to the white man. That's what we're going over right now. This is what the Lord is revealing. Now watch this, read on.
And he,
And who?
he,
Meaning your enemy, read on.
shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So think about it. The white man put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Y'all know what a yoke of iron is? Y'all come close. This is a yoke of iron, y'all. This is a yoke of iron. A yoke. Why is a yoke of iron placed around your neck during the time of slavery? Why? To pretty much break you physically and psychologically, to be fully dependent on the people that's oppressing you. Yes or no? Right. To be in fully subjection to them. Right? But God says he's going to put a yoke of iron until, read it again, until
he hath destroyed thee.
Until he destroyed you from what? Yes, God says that your enemy, right? The white man during the time of slavery, right? The Lord is giving you key things in the verses, right? He says he's going to put a yoke of iron upon our neck until we're going to be destroyed. So do we have physical yokes on our neck right now? We don't have physical yokes on our neck right now. Why? Exactly, because we're destroyed. Now what are we destroyed from? Give me Psalms 83. What did the oppressor, right, destroy us from? Because the yoke of iron is off of our neck now. Watch this. The Lord is going to give it to you. Watch this. Psalms 83 verse 1.
Psalms 83 and 1.
Yeah.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
God says don't keep silence. Read on.
Hold not thy peace.
Don't hold peace, Lord. Read on.
And be not still, O God.
Don't be still, O God. Read on.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
So our enemies make a tumult. God's enemies make a tumult, right? So think about it. If God's enemies that walk upon the earth that we learned about, the so-called white man and the other nations, right? Think about it. They can't reach and go touch God, right? So who do they try to touch? Us, because we're his children, right? Now watch this. Read on.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Those that hate thee have lifted up the head at God's people. Watch this. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So crafty counsel, right, is them gathering together to set up snares and traps in our communities to sin against our God. For example, a crafty counsel, Juneteenth. Is this of God? It's not of God. This is a man-made tradition that's supposed to be us liberating from our oppression. We still in captivity today. You want to know why? What's your nationality? African American. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? No, you guys are the Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
And you were destroyed and took from that during the time of slavery. That's how you know that we still have a slave mindset. Because we don't know we are the sons and daughters of God. That makes sense? Watch this. Keep reading.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Thy what?
Thy hidden ones.
So now the whole job of the white man was to create crafty counsel for us to lose who we are. Believe it or not, y'all, we are the hidden ones in the earth. How do they hide us? Under false names. You are the Israelites. We're God's chosen people. Does that make sense? We are God's chosen people. Keep reading that.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
From being a what?
A nation.
We were cut off from being one. Unity. Exactly. We were cut off from being a nation. We were never black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All of that is division. We are all one people. We come from a man, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob had these 12 sons. We are actually the children of God, bruh. We are the Israelites, and we a lot more than what we think we are, bruh. We are God's chosen seed and don't know it. Read on.
Not the name of Israel.
Not the name of what?
Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That was the whole point, to keep you hidden in the earth. So you never find out who you are. So you never find out who you are. So as long as you don't know you Israel, you will never apply what's in here. Because everything in here is for the Israelites. Everything in the Bible is for the Israelites. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Actually, get 2nd Ezra 7 and 10, right? Everything in this Bible was given to you. But think about it. You're not going to know how to act. You're not going to know how to move unless you apply what God tells you to do. Think about it. We have no civil or moral structure about ourselves. We don't have law and order. Think about it. That's what we're missing, right? When you think about our leaders today, who is our leaders today in the Black and Hispanic community? Who's our leaders? Right, people we look up to, right? So I'm talking about not for the women, right? Because the women is crazy, right? For the leaders, for us, for the sisters, we got Candace Owens, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, right? So I'm talking about when we look and turn on the TV, when we look and open up our social media apps, it's nothing but women wearing skin-tight clothes, right? Rapping, so on and so forth about fornication. But for the black man, who do we have? Who do we have as a leader? Who's our leaders today? Think about it. They crucified our true king. They crucified our Messiah. They crucified Christ, right? And they tried to make him a white man. So who do we have? We don't have nobody. Entertainers. We got people that play sports. Comedians. That's who they try to place for us to look up to because they got money. Because that's who people pretty much follow. Those that got money, they got the power. Let me follow them. But I'm telling you now, bro, economics, money ain't the way. We got to change the way we think and start to follow God again. That makes sense? Read that. 2nd Ezra 7 and 10.
2nd Ezra 7 and 10.
Watch this.
And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Because for their sakes I made the world.
For the Israelites, he made the whole planet. He made the whole planet for us. Right? So why are we not living like we want to rule the whole planet? Instead of just being workers, we need to start applying God's laws. I got a question for y'all. How old is y'all? Y'all both 18, right? Okay. Y'all together, right? Y'all a couple. Y'all couples? Okay, that's what I'm guessing. Y'all a couple, right? Give me Exodus 22 and 16. I got a question, right? You got a job? You ain't got a job right now. Alright. So give me Exodus 22 and 16. I want to touch a couple things for you, my brother, right? And it's very important. Hey, this is likewise for you too, right? So now, when it comes to dealing with a young lady, right? As a man, you have to make sure you got your stuff together, right? Because you dating her, you're saying you can be able to provide for yourself, you can provide for her, you have a job, right? You have a car. Think about it. Because a woman, that's taking on a lot of responsibility. It's not, because guess what? When it comes to relationships, what comes with a relationship? Sex, right? Y'all not sitting up there hugging all day. Eventually it's gonna go somewhere else that's gonna bring forth children. So with the children, guess what? With children, guess what? Comes with responsibility. Are you ready for You ready for that responsibility? You said what? Not yet. So now watch this. Exodus 22 and 16. How you doing today, my brother? Watch this. Watch this. Read that.
Exodus 22 and 16. And if a man entice a maid.
So if a man sees a woman and he starts to talk to her, right? Watch this, read.
And that is not betrothed.
That is not promised. She's not married to anybody, right? We do that all day as men. We look, we out at events, we see something we like, we want to go talk to her, yes or no? Right? Now watch this, read on.
And lie with her.
And do what?
Lie with her.
What is that called? Biblically. If you see a woman, you talk to her, right? And then y'all consent that y'all want to go do what y'all gonna do and then lay down with each other. What is that called? That's called fornication. Any kind of sex outside of marriage is sin. Does that make sense? So right now y'all in sin. Right? Watch this, now read on.
He shall surely.
He shall what?
Surely endow her to be his wife.
That's why having sex is a weighty matter. Why? Because after you lay down with her, is your intentions to marry her? See that? You're still a young man. We know you like her. That's cool. But guess what? If you laying down with her and your intentions is not to marry her, guess what? You got to learn how to be a man. She got to learn how to be a woman. Right. Y'all got to give y'all that undivided attention to yourself. Because think about it. Were you raised to be a wife? You see that? So it takes time. A lot of us don't know what we're doing out here. And a lot of us ends up wasting a lot of time and a lot of years. Give me Titus 2 real quick. Give me Titus 2 real quick. We waste a lot of time and a lot of years out here because we weren't raised to be husbands. We weren't raised to be wives. And it's okay. It takes time. Y'all understand that? It takes time. Watch this. Titus 2 and verse 3.
Titus 2 and 3.
Yep.
The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
To become holiness, meaning you keeping the laws, right? You studying, you're building and grooming your spirit up. Read on.
Not false accusers.
Not false accusers. Read on.
Not given to much wine.
You got to make sure women aren't getting drunk, right? Read on.
Teachers of good things. That they may teach the young women to be sober.
To be what?
Sober.
Go ahead.
To love their husbands.
So this is the thing. A woman has to be taught how to love a husband, right? They have to be taught. Just because you like somebody, like the way they look, you like the way they walk, you like the conversation, y'all both like each other, that's not, and y'all come together and having sex, that's not what relationship is about. That's not what it's supposed to be about, right? Because that's y'all taking each other for lust.
Bring it up.
You know it's the difference between lust and love, right? It's two different things. Because obviously you seen something in her, you had a conversation, you like the way she looked, but guess what, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you. You not ready, and you not ready. Y'all not ready yet. Because once y'all go lay down and do what y'all do, 2 weeks later, boom, hey baby, I'm pregnant. What's the next step?
Bring it out.
What's the next step? You see that? You see the importance? We gotta be, as men, we gotta be forward thinkers. That makes sense? We gotta be able to see things before it happens. Right? We gotta be able to look past our lust and our desires. Children is not a game. Give me 1 Timothy 5 and 8. Right? And you don't have a job right now, so you should be job searching. You should be hustling. Right now, your priority should not be a woman. I'm not saying y'all can't be friends. No. But guess what? What is the divorce rate in America right now from black households? It's 80%. And what I'm saying is, y'all setting yourself up for failure because y'all not ready. That's all that I'm saying, right? Am I saying not to like each other? Am I saying not to be friends? No. But that laying down, y'all got to stop that. Because that throws a monkey wrench and confusion between everything. Because guess what? Eventually, 5 years down the road, you might see some things you don't like about him. And he may say, no, I don't really like you like that. I like the girl around the corner better. And that's just the reality of it. Does that make sense? So when it comes to relationships and having sex, bro, that's a big deal, bro.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.